Hey, how's it going, everybody? So we have a new expansion that's coming soon, as well as a patch note to review. So this video is going to be obviously a little bit different. Instead of a deck build, we're going to go ahead and kind of cover what this new expansion is, as well as the new patch notes. I believe there's new cards that are coming out as well. Well, obviously, right? So I'm going to go ahead and cover those as well and try to see if maybe they might see some play. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and cover the bundles, of course, that are already available for pre-purchase. As we all know, they're pretty expensive, but if you do enjoy buying packs with real currency, then maybe they might be worth it for you. Let's go ahead and obviously start with the biggest bundle, which is $80. You get 80 common packs, which I guess you can count as $80 worth of packs. 10 golden at 4 each, that would be $40. So already off the bat, you're kind of saving 40. You're getting this exclusive legendary, and then you get a random legendary, or a signature card, my bad, and then a random legendary. Then you get this here. I don't know how I feel about this. The card back, which honestly looks very simple. So yeah, I mean, honestly, this right here, these four are probably your biggest pack here. If you can buy them, go for it. If you're down to spend, then obviously go for it as well. If we move down, then we kind of lose 20 packs here. We lose all the golden packs as well. We now get 2 legendaries, but we don't get the signature card. We don't get the trait here, or the avatar, whatever you want to call it, photo. So there's that. And then if we look here, this is $10 more expensive because you do get the golden packs, but then you also get these 2 signature cards. So yeah, there's a little bit of something for everybody. Honestly, if this was maybe 50, I don't know, 20 and 30, then that might be way different. But at the time, I don't know if I would get it. I mean, yeah, it's up to you to decide. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump over to the expansion pack here. So our new expansion is going to be called the Lost City of Ungoro. Just kind of like a mythic temple, I guess, Mayan volcanoes, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and look at the new quests that are coming out. Quest: spend 18 corpses, reward Tyrax Bone Terror, which is this card here. Death Rattle, open Terror's grave. It has Death Rattle, resummon Tyrax. Okay, so Terror's grave, you get 2 uses. You get to deal 4 damage and then resummon this. So if this were to die, you get this. You get 2 uses to deal 4 damage. Once this is done, you get that. So I think it never ends is kind of what it looks like, right? So you do your quest, which should be very simple for Death Knight, and then you get that. 588 isn't bad at all. It doesn't have any other special effects, but obviously being able to resummon it, that's something to count for. 4 damage here. Okay, I can maybe see some play there. New keyword. Oh, here we go. Kindred. The Ungoro crater surges with primal energy. Tap into this power with the new keyword Kindred. Cards with the Kindred keyword get a bonus effect if you played a card of the same minion type or spell school on your previous turn. Plan ahead to unleash these primal bursts of power. Kind of sounds like combo cards, but you have to wait a turn. Okay, let's see what we got. Summon a random 4-cost minion and give it taunt. Kindred, do it again. Okay, that might not be bad. You get 2 uses if you've basically played another shadow card. Seems a little slow just because you don't know what you're gonna get. Would I be playing this card? Probably not. Let's look at our main legendary, Elise. Okay, battle cry. Your deck started with 10 cards of different costs. Craft a custom location. Okay, so this is kind of like a Ziliax, but with location. 10 cards of different costs. You basically need a card of every mana or cost, 1 through 10 at least. So this might be a little bit more difficult to pull, but I think it's doable. Especially for decks that use locations. This might be a great addition for it. I don't know, maybe something like Warlock, right? So there's that. You're probably gonna see a lot of play or builds kind of revolved around it. Okay, let's go down. Shuffle 10 one cost 3/2 Raptors into your deck with Battle Cry, draw a card. And here you are. So basically 1 mana summon to draw a card, and you get to shuffle 10. That's crazy. Surprised it wasn't just like 3 or something, or 4, I guess. It's gonna clutter the deck quite a bit. The only good thing is that you do get to draw a card, but if you're looking for consistency, then losing that 1 mana might actually be worse than beneficial, right? But yeah, I can maybe see it being played obviously in Hunter. We'll see. Okay, discover a card from your deck. If you play it this turn, also pick one of the others. Okay, so you get, if you use this, you get to discover a card. You need to have quite a bit of mana, maybe like 5 to discover a card. That's probably going to be like 3 mana. And then apart from that, if you play it, then you get to discover another one. Maybe run at 1. Depends really what you have in the pool to discover. Honestly, I don't know. It's kind of like 50-50 for me. And then we go back to the pre-purchase. Okay, let's go ahead and review the patch notes. All right, so we have the patch notes here. Again, they're really pushing you to buy this. 145 new collectible cards. Okay, let's see what we have. Log in now and get the Endbreaker Umbra for free. I believe everybody already got this. I know I got it already. Let's review it. Battle Cry. Trigger death rattles with 5 friendly minions that died this game. So basically an end card, right? We're going to use it. I haven't played it. I haven't seen it been played. I haven't really thought about a tactic as to how to use it. Obviously, maybe if you're running kind of like a Death Knight Frozen type of deck, then you might be able to pull off all the death rattles. Or if you're doing hand buffs, that might also be something there. It says trigger the death rattle of 5 friendly minions, so I don't believe they have to be different. As long as you have 5, then you can play it. And then if you already did hand buff, for example, and you're gonna get a bunch of bumps or power up for everybody else. So yeah, I can see this definitely getting play. I might even build a deck around there. We'll see, or at least add it in there. Blob of Tar, poisonous, taunt, 4/4. It's not that strong. Let's see the effect. Summon a 1/2 blob with poisonous and a 1/2 blob with taunt. So I guess the gist here is to get at least 1 kill, right? Because you're gonna get poison. Whatever you attack or they attack is gonna maybe die. And then apart from that, you get these 2. So this can take a hit, and then this can go ahead and maybe get a kill, right? It's elemental, so obviously it's pretty much meant for mage, right? Because I was thinking I wouldn't be running this in Death Knight before I read it was elemental, because we already have that one spellcaster where it gains, you know, the poison from that one poison card. I'll go ahead and add them here so you can see which ones I'm talking about. That's way better. Okay, in-game secrets. Obviously, we always have these events where you try to get as much as you can to get all these extra rewards. Let's read this one. Destroy a friendly minion. Spit out the bones of its attack and health into your hand. So this is a card that we would get. It would cost 2 mana. And then you would obviously give the stats to somebody else depending on who you sacrificed. So I can see this maybe being used after I attack with the monster. I would then destroy it to boost the attack using this card of another monster that can attack. I was immediately trying to think about the plush, right? King plush, but now with the new nerf that it got, I really don't see myself playing that there. I'm sure there's a way you could play it though. Maybe something with charge, wind fury. You know, you destroy another monster and just make that stronger. Okay, battle cry. Draw a card. It costs 1 less this turn. I know its name. 3/2/3. You gotta draw 1 card and reduce the cost. This might be good, but obviously you want it as early as possible. And then you want that draw to also probably be pretty hefty, right? If it's a 10 mana, then you might want to hold it quite a bit so that you can play it earlier. So yeah, I can see this also being played. Arena is being revamped. Currently, Arena was split into 2 modes, Arena and the Underground. First, you have to play Arena, so up to 5 wins or 2 losses. Okay, you're gonna be paired with player ratings, which I thought was already a thing. And then once you get 7 games in Arena, then you can go ahead and play Underground. Unbound matchmaking, I guess you play up to anybody. Runs up to 12 wins and bigger prices. Does this say what the bigger prices are? You're probably gonna get old packs, stuff that you really don't need. Unless you're kind of like a new player, then obviously everything helps. But that's my guess. Let me know in the comment section if that's exactly what it is. And then drafting is gonna be updated. Okay. So drafting is also getting an update with new legendary buckets. Okay. Your initial legendary pick will now be paired with a handcrafted bunch of cards that synergize with it. So you can no longer just choose a legendary or a card and then randomly start building your deck, right? Because then back then, unless you knew exactly what you needed, then a lot of times your builds wouldn't make sense and it was all about luck. But now it looks like you're gonna get some synergy. You pick a legendary and you're gonna get some cards that start off with it. I guess it's a good thing, right? But if you had a specific build in mind, then maybe it can hinder you more than help you. It just really depends on what cards they're gonna give you to synergize with it, right? Whether they're useful, like actually useful or not. And then there's a new red draft or on loss feature where 5 more draft options are added to your pool so you can refine your deck. Okay. So if you lose, you can not red draft, redraft 5 cards. That might be good. If a card doesn't work out for you, then you can swap them out. That's what it seems like. That's actually a nice update or feature. Okay, Arena's moving back to the main menu. Swapping spots with Tavern Brawl. Okay. You get a free Tavern ticket, which I think I have millions. I haven't used them. Battleground updates will be coming soon. Collection update signature and diamond cards. So now you can disenchant them. Okay, so it's sold directly into a shower, blah, 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 blah. Bunch of bug fixes. Let's choose 5 random ones. Fix the bug where Omen's Death Rattle will reset after he is made dormant and reawakens. Okay. Fix the bug where Illusionary's Greenwing Illusion cannot be played if added into your hand and not being cast when drawn, such as through a Discover effect. Okay. Fix the bug where Tideful Pupil will not get additional Discover options for multiple different Mixologist specials. Yeah, I've had some of those issues where it says to activate an effect twice and it doesn't. Fix the bug where Grifta's Amulet and Gorgonzarmu's Delicious Cheese were revealed to the opponent when drawn. Huh. I don't think I had that issue. Well, I never noticed that from my opponent. And then let's go with this one. Fix the bug. Oh, this is in Battlegrounds. Where Nature Blazings didn't work on Drakai, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't even know if I played it. Okay, well, that's pretty much it. That's all we have for now. I'll go ahead and maybe make another video talking more about the new cards once more comes out. And then obviously I'm gonna do my best to do, some theory crafting and see what we can build. Obviously I'll try to implement the new cards as well. But yeah, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the new packs that are gonna come out, as well as that whole Kindred thing that is being used. Do you prefer Kindred? Do you prefer combo? Do you not care? Check out the description box as well so you can learn more about the channel, including my upload schedule. I do stream to Twitch and YouTube whenever I have time. So the easiest way to be notified is to be obviously following or subscribed. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.